We're with you in moments, big and small. This is Polk Today Video. The Polk County Chamber of Commerce, with the help of the Polk County Republican Party and sponsor Advent Health Redmond, provided the opportunity for local residents to hear from candidates for the county commission races in the May 24th primaries on Tuesday, April 26, 2022. Candidates were given equal time to answer several questions posed by audience members, and those that weren't asked due to time constraints will be featured on polktoday.com after the questions have been forwarded to candidates via the chamber and written responses are sent onward to us for posting. Polk Today coverage of the candidate forum is being provided in several parts since each question was posed to every candidate without division by district, so as to be able to watch this nearly 2-hour-long session in easier to digest chunks, without any edits other than to add the watermark and this brief message at the beginning of each part. You can watch the other parts of the 2022 candidate forum in separate videos here on YouTube, Facebook, and polktoday.com. Coverage of the candidate forum is brought to you by Polk Today sponsors like Gammon, McFall, and Villarao, attorneys at law in Cedartown, the Development Authority of Polk County, and the City of Rockmart, who are celebrating Georgia Cities Week during their sesquicentennial year with an event coming up this Friday night, April 29th. Check out polktoday.com for more on that movie night fun ahead later this week in Rockmart. Don't forget to find additional coverage of the candidate forum on polktoday.com.
I ended up understanding the question by the time we got to Jeffrey. Sorry, it was worded oddly, so yeah, I get it now. And shout out to the City of Cedartown. You guys like shifted your event calendar for us in Rockmart. So I live in Rockmart, so we've got our 150th thing in August. And Cedartown had already published their event calendar for the summer, and then I think when Rockmart announced the 150th, Cedartown made this real heartfelt post and moved their event for old Rockmart. It's pretty cool. So,
Yes.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. I feel like when people started this the sports, they're like, how can we build the biggest rival? Oh, Georgia Tech and Georgia. You know. So.
Easter on West Rome.
Yeah, Easter and West Rome. Last question? That was the last question? Is there one more question?
There's more questions, but because of time-wise, we were limited. So that's why I said all the other questions, my understanding, will be given to y'all. And they're gonna ask you, yeah, Gary, I can't see you behind that sign.
Hello.
You were hiding orange, hello. But they'll be given to you for you to answer, and they'll be posted, is it to the chamber website, NGOP? Okay, and send them to the paper.
So it will be at the paper, we'll put it on, the questions, and we answer it through the paper, or?
No, the chamber will send you questions, and you'll answer them, and they will publish those to the paper in Polk Today. So, give it up for all these folks. Good options, I think. It was a cool night. Closing remarks. I think 3 minutes. Go around. Closing remarks. Can you do it? Okay.
Start with Harry.
Where should I start?
Harry, he was the last.
2 minutes. Oh gosh. Janet said 2 minutes.
I did that, Jan.
One of the candidates.
I agree.
The mayor of Rockmart said 2 minutes.
It's gonna be one if y'all start.
Okay.
Harry's.
Jeffrey. Or
Harry's.
Perry. Sorry. This way.
All right. So I'll keep it under 10 minutes. All right. So just some final comments. Final comments. We've mentioned briefly economic development. Look, we're worried about how we're going to raise taxes. Look, the property assessments are going to go up. We're going to have to face that reality, in a couple of years. Most likely a recession. Odds are in favor. We need to plan for it. We need to look at economic development. And as part of that, you've got to consider infrastructure. And I've got a huge complaint with using SPLOST money for non-infrastructure purposes. Look at the SPLOST that have been passed in this county in the last 10 years, and what percent of the monies have gone to uses outside of infrastructure. So that's a problem. That's a problem. So infrastructure is fundamental. Economic development is critical. Without economic development, we're going to have to depend upon tax increases, not so much through a millage increase by the county commission, but the property reassessments. So we've got to look at economic development. But listen, I appreciate everybody coming out, and it's been a great experience for me. And again, I want you to take a deep breath, take a real look at what you see up on this panel. You've got people coming out, citizens making themselves available because we care, we're concerned, and we want to offer a new perspective, a new look, a new effort that the county commission really needs.
Gosh, that was a fast 2 minutes.
Good job, Greg. James?
As I said when I first spoke, I've lived a lot of places other than Polk County, and I was raised in this area for 18 years. I've left and I've come back. I've worked a lot of places and met a lot of different people and a lot of different ideas. This county is not an island unto itself anymore. Technology is expanding the reach of our schools and of the individual citizens here. We're not Rockmart, we're not Aragon, we're not Cedartown, we're Polk County. We're one people, but with many different voices. And for us to continue to grow and survive, we're gonna have to communicate with each other and with the outside world. We're gonna have to learn to embrace new ideas, and we're gonna have to learn to work together, to set aside differences, and work to make this a place that people want to come and live. And we're gonna have to learn to accept each other for who we are and what we bring to the table. Thank you.
May I?
Go for it, Gary.
Years ago, one of my real good close friends, Ross Shackelford, he was news director with the radio station WGAA here in town, and me, him, and Big Frank, we're just real close. Matter of fact, us three guys were the only men who were beaten by women in political races. So we bragged about that over the air. But back in those days, Ross covered the Polk County Commission and the Polk School Board, trying to do it himself. He asked me one day, could I help him with that? I said, sure. So we would alternate. I'd work the Polk County Commission, and he'd work the school board, and then vice versa the next month. And during those times, we had to do our reports and record them and so forth. But during those times, the county commissions that I covered, now this goes way back to the 70s, but they were good guys, but they were arguing all the time, yelling and screaming at each other, and it was really sad to watch some of their shenanigans at the time. I'm not going to mention names, of course, but this board today is gotten the situation where we can work together, and we have, I would say, 99%, we have a 6-0 vote. But I do want I'd like to see this board stick together, including Carter and Hillary. Early voting begins May 2nd through the 20th. The last day for absentee ballots is May 13th. In case of runoff, June 21st. She hasn't put her hand down yet. Now she did. Thank you very much. Vote Martin, I appreciate it.
That was strong. Jeffrey?
First of all, say, thank you for your patience and being here tonight. I know it kind of got a little long, listening to everyone's answer the same question over and over. But I tell you, if you vote for me, and when you vote for me, it's going to be about you. And it's going to be about community first, from community, the citizens, to the commissioners, and then into action. And that's the way I just see things. And there's a lot of room for improvement. There's been good things happening in the county, but we need to be forward thinking and forward looking at what's coming down the road. And I like to see, the citizens in the districts be in charge of what's going on. They're the ones that say what each district needs or what each district wants, and then puts the emphasis on those. So if I'm elected, that's my goal. And like I said, early election starts May the 2nd, and I'd love to have your support again. Jeff Hawkins, May the 2nd. Thank you for your support.
All right, Mr. Howe?
I'm proud of all the work that our chairman of our committees do, and all of them are here except for Chuck Thaxton and I'm just thinking about some of the things that have been said here tonight, and, it kind of bothers me. I'll tell you one thing, this board is engaged with this community. We do communicate with them. I'm gonna mention that, last year, we invited the citizens, and we had over 100 citizens that participated in our meetings to come up with the 2022 to 2026 Joint Comprehensive Plan for Polk County. I signed that in January of this year. We have a plan, and I invite anybody up here that hasn't read it to get a copy of it and read it. You talk about every citizen that came there was invited to come there, and they came there and they did their job and they worked. And we decided on a comprehensive plan for this county for 2022 to 2026. Talk about bridge and roads and infrastructure. We've got $1.6 million SPLOST money set aside for roads and bridges and infrastructure this year. I think, it just, I guess because I'm protective of the board and the work that they've done, yeah, you've got people up here that are serving now, and you got people that want to serve. Vote for me. She said I'm done.
No, you got 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
You got 20 seconds. 20 seconds now, Hal.
Listen, it is about needs, and that's all I've said. It's about needs. What do we need to do? We need to work on the courthouse. If you live in the Abner Drive County, part of this county, you can see the problem they have with storm water drainage problems. We're gonna fix that. And, we will do what's needed for our citizens. And, old blood has had enough. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Robinson?
Thank you, Hal.
You're welcome.
Just a quick ending statement, I guess. I'm not long and drawn out. I guess you recognize that I'm running on my reputation, I'm running on my experience, and I'm running on my integrity. I've got a lot of energy, I'm a good work ethic, and I can get the job done. So words don't mean a whole lot to me. Action's what counts. Thank you for being here.
Commissioner Lyles?
All right, first of all, I want to thank everyone for those wonderful questions. My husband brought me here to Polk County in 1997. He was born and raised here and moved away when he was a little older, but he always loved Polk County. Brought me back here, and I love Polk County. I lost him 9 years ago, and I wouldn't leave it. I worked on a lot of several boards in the county over the years, so I've been involved with this county. Most of you know me. You know what I say, I do. And what I'm gonna do, I'll tell you I'm gonna do it. I'm kinda like Hal and Gary, I'm very protective of this board because it is a hard-working board. We work together. And as he said, we look at the needs for this county. Not the wants, but the needs and what's needed in this county. And we've done a lot of accomplishments this past term, and we voted on a lot of it. We got a lot of projects out there that was needed and has been needed. So I enjoyed working this board. We work together as a one board, and I appreciate your support. Thank you.
Sure, go ahead and say it.
Instead of writing him a note, I'm gonna say, if you submitted a question, we really do appreciate it. Due to time constraints, we had to pick the most popular ones. Actually, they did, I had nothing to do with them.
Whatever.
She
is throwing the other Janet under the bus right now.
This is what we do.
We didn't have anything to do with the questions either.
So, they will be given to the chamber, and they will submit them in writing to all of the candidates. They will get the responses back to the chamber will post them on their website. They'll also give them to Polk Today and the Standard to be publicized. So your questions will be heard and will be submitted to everyone here, and I'm sure that they will all hang around for a few minutes if you've got additional questions afterwards.
Well, thanks, everybody. Give it up for everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Hey there, folks. I'm Kevin, the editor. Thanks for tuning in to Polk Today's YouTube channel. Do us a favor and give this video a like. And if you really want more free local news and sports content, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we have new content available. So if you could just go ahead and hit those buttons, that'd be great. Thanks.